So we are all looking for the next biggest AI stock, aren't we? We all want the next Nvidia or Palantir, but we want to find it early so that we can get those 500+% returns. Of course, that's what we all want. So what I've got here for you are three of the best unknown AI stocks that are out there. One of them is a company that you have heard of that, quite frankly, was a bit surprising to me. And I didn't know that they were doing what they're doing associated with AI. So I'm definitely going to buy some. I'll give you a hint. They're actually based here in my home state of Texas, if you want to maybe think about who that might be. And I'm going to go on to talk about two others because ultimately that is what it's about. We're all looking for the gold rush, if you will, the next gold strike. We all want that one. And maybe I've got one or two for you here. Let's get into this. As always, thanks for giving me a few minutes. And here we go. So, three best under the radar unknown AI stocks. And I guarantee you, insiders are buying these and Wall Street is paying attention. So maybe take a look at these, run them through your own due diligence and check them out because they're going to get big. All right. So again, like I said at the top of the video, we all want the next NVIDIA or Palantir. Those are the poster child stocks of what an AI stock can do as far as percentage gains and returns and all those kind of things. But if you get into these well-known names, you know, you are always asking yourself, am I getting in at the top? Am I buying in when it's too high? Is it going to crash? Now, I did a video earlier on this talking about NVIDIA and man, NVIDIA, actually I did that earlier today. It'll be linked at the end of this video. NVIDIA is going to be making their announcement, their earnings statements on May 20th. And they're still going to keep going, I think. Okay. So let's talk about the first one. And it is Dell. This one surprised me because quite frankly, I don't really and have not really considered Dell to be an AI player. And that's the point. Okay. So what Dell is doing is they've come out with this thing called the Dell AI Factory. And listen to this. This is really interesting. So the Dell AI Factory allows companies, organizations to harness the power of AI in a way that's easy to implement and easy to use. Using Dell's hardware, of course, right? Often paired with NVIDIA-made processors, companies or organizations like the Formula One racing team McLaren, energy and chemical outfit Worley, and retailer Lowe's are just some of the organizations that have been able to do something constructive with otherwise abstract and difficult to build AI tech. So what Dell has done here is obviously pairing AI with their hardware to drive sales. We're going to come back to this chart in just a minute. They've created this really interesting thing called the Dell AI platform that allows companies to get into AI and actually take advantage and use it. Okay, it's working. Last year's fiscal top line grew 19% to record-breaking $113 billion, led by 40% growth from its infrastructure solutions group, which was led by an explosion of sales of its AI optimized servers. Its practical turnkey offerings are the option that many companies not interested in piecing together their own AI solutions have been waiting for. Okay. That's what's interesting. And if you look at Dell in the last year, it is up 155%. Now, I think Wall Street is 100% waking up to the fact that, hey, there is an AI play here with Dell. Okay. All right. So, but again, and here's the other thing I would tell you. Dell being one of the biggest global manufacturers and suppliers of PCs, laptops, computing power to some of the biggest companies, don't you think that they've got maybe some inside track into the largest companies out there like Lowe's in respective marketplaces to be able to go in and go say, hey, here you go. We have an interesting solution here for you to help you solve your AI problem. Isn't that AI thing so complicated? We've got an easy solution for you. That's why I love Dell. And I have bought and sold Dell for the most of my life in one way or the other. Yeah. And I think I'm going to be getting me some Dell associated with AI. Again, most people don't think of Dell as a participant in the AI revolution. Enough of them have found and plowed into a stake in the $160 billion company. If you know that's how big Dell is. So right now the price is 30% above Wall Street's consensus target of 191. Okay. So it is a little bit, obviously, it is priced right now at a premium. So much of this gain has occurred recently. Okay. So insiders have been buying, people waking up to this AI play that Dell's putting into place. But again, hey, am I telling you to go all in on Dell? No, that's not my point, right? Don't ever go all in on anything, right? But look at this one as one that's interesting. All right. The second one is a company called On Semiconductor. Have you ever heard of them? They make AI powered automation possible. All right. So AI still needs a way to convert physical information into digital data and then do something mechanically useful with its computed information. On Semiconductor is quietly bridging the gap. Look, this is what they do. So what On does is they make a range of industrial sensors, antennas, microcontrollers, along with power controllers, high power semiconductors, motor controllers that are used in everything from driver assistance tech to medical diagnosis and equipment to factories to wearables and so forth. They've even partnered with NVIDIA to develop a new 800-volt power solution that the next generation AI data centers is likely to utilize to improve power efficiency. They've partnered with and have development people with like in the EV space of I always say Geely and Neo. Okay, that this is an interesting play. It's not a high growth business yet, so it's again under the radar. Revenue and earning growth are apt to accelerate in the foreseeable future. However, driven by its soup nuts offering at a time when factories, which there are a lot globally, automobiles, EV, healthcare, and even cities are becoming more AI automated. So check out On. And I've got a chart here for you for On. Show you right here. So if you look at the last month, 51%, 1 year, 159%. Again, yeah, it's done pretty well here from year to date. Started the year at $56 and currently at 105. So basically a double. Look, finding a proven or legitimate AI company that has yet to put up 100+% growth simply, I don't think is really reality. So you're trying to catch these at kind of at a wave. Did you know of On Semiconductor? Did you know what they did? This is one that was kind of new to me. There's so many different facets of AI, different, pieces of the supply chain or the ecosystem, if you will, that it's hard to know all of them. All right. The last one is Astera Labs, which helps AI data centers function faster. AI data centers, the spending on AI data centers right now is targeted to pass $700 billion by the end of this year, 26, and is going to be multi-trillion dollars by 2030. $3 to $4+ trillion is what the spending is going to be for AI data centers. So don't you think a company like Astera Labs, when you find out what they do, might benefit from that? All right, let's listen to this. AI data centers were and have been built using existing off-the-shelf components for like NVIDIA, for their GPUs, hardware from Cisco, PC memory chips from Micron, SK Hynix, what have you. And it was fine in the beginning. The problem is it didn't take very business or long to realize it was consuming and creating more digital information than this equipment could handle. It needed more, but it also needed cost-effective solutions, keeping and integrating older equipment with newer components, and Astera Labs solves that. Listen to this. In simplest terms, Astera designs and manufactures entire systems that interconnect an AI data center's thousands of processors, existing processors to the new processors, because they're constantly having to change these thousands of different processors. Think about the life cycle and lifespan of a processor, a core computing unit in one of these data centers. There's a constant iteration, and Astera Labs helps with managing all of that, the complexity of that. So Astera Labs makes its own hardware, software components to manage that for data centers. Massive opportunity. Okay. They have partners like Microsoft and Amazon, some of the biggest hyperscalers out there. Okay. Here's their chart right here. On the 1 year, again, up 148%. I didn't guarantee you that there would be one that hadn't been like completely gone up yet. But again, not a lot of people really know per se about Astera Labs, which I think is the opportunity, right? In the last 3 months, it is up 6%. In the last month, right here, if it'll give it to me, come on, Bubba, come on. It's processing. Sometimes this takes a while. All right, I'll come back to that. Company's time is finally here. Last quarter's revenue, $308 million. 14% better than the previous quarters and 93% year over year. So the numbers are proving that Astera Labs business is growing. Analysts expect comparable revenue growth this year to drive even more explosive growth. Astera Labs is profitable too, on pace to report nearly $3 per share profit and en route to an expected $4.33 for 27 and then obviously 26 respectively. So there you go. 3 of them, Dell, On, and Astera. All the tickers are right there. I've shown them all to you. I like what we're seeing here. And look, you always need to be looking for those kind of under the radar AI plays. And I just gave you 3 of them. So if you liked what I did for you, please give me a like and give me a subscribe. Turn that bell notification because I make this content for you every day. See ya. More videos to come later. Bye.